Lesson 6, Unit 3. Organizational Balance Scorecard. This unit will present the definitions, components, and use of the Balance Scorecard. The Balance Scorecard is a strategic planning and performance management framework that is used to track financial and non-financial measures that help determine organizations' effectiveness and take corrective action if necessary. It's used mostly by for-profit companies. It is also being used by non-for-profits to help them align their day-to-day activities with their strategic objectives. The Balance Scorecard was created by Robert Kaplan and Nolan Norton to help organizations track their performance. For most organizations, their operational and management control systems are usually built around financial measures and targets, which doesn't necessarily provide a direct relationship with the progress an organization is making in achieving its mission. An organization could be spending good money on projects and other internal initiatives that are not helping achieve its development goals. Organizations need to measure their success with something more than just the amount of funds they receive. The Balance Scorecard instead provides with a better approach to measure how the projects, programs, and internal processes are helping achieve the overall organization's missions and its related long-term strategic objectives. It enables development organizations to bridge the gap between mission and strategy statements and the day-to-day operations and outcomes the projects and other initiatives are supposed to achieve. The Balance Scorecard is another method that allows the alignment of projects, programs, and portfolios to the organization's strategy. All organizations' resources, financial, people, knowledge become aligned to accomplish organizational objectives. Kaplan developed the Balance Scorecard with 4 elements to monitor the health of an organization. Customer perspective, which deals with organization stakeholders, which are donors or beneficiaries. Internal process perspective, which is the efficiency and effectiveness of the organization's internal processes. Learning and growth perspective, which is the ability of the organization to improve. And financial perspective, which is the stewardship of the donor's funds. Each element contains objectives, indicators, targets, and initiatives. The customer perspective is about the key stakeholders, such as donors and beneficiaries. This perspective measures how the organization provides services that can satisfy their needs and increase their support to the organization's mission and vision. In a Balanced Scorecard framework for a development organization, customers are placed at the top as the direct link with the organization's strategy, mission, and vision. Development organizations exist to serve the needs of communities. The projects and programs deliver goods and services that need to satisfy the needs of the communities. Quality is an important measure of customer satisfaction. Projects and programs not only need to deliver on time and on budget, but they need to satisfy the need of beneficiaries to help them improve their social and economic conditions. For example, the organization might have an objective to increase the level of participation of key stakeholders during the project life cycle. This has a direct relationship with the quality of the services delivered by projects and programs. This perspective involves measuring the cost, services, and quality of the nonprofit's key operational processes, such as projects and programs, and ability to address the beneficiaries. This internal focus gives leaders a thorough understanding of how well the organization is running and can help determine which projects and programs are meeting the real needs of the beneficiaries. The projects and programs that deliver goods and services to the beneficiaries are the core businesses of a development organization. Designing appropriate projects and programs is a critical factor for the success of the organization. For example, the organization might have an objective to improve the delivery of results by implementing better monitoring and evaluation processes. Another initiative might include the development of new and innovative processes to manage projects, including the use of a flexible and adaptable project management methodology. Learning and growth looks at the organization's human capital to measure satisfaction, necessary skills, retention, and adherence to the organization's mission. Since people represent the organization's major resources, it is imperative that their performance is appropriately measured and is an important factor for the organization to grow and develop. Learning and growth include the sound practices of human resource management, motivation, innovation, and information technology that help the organization to learn and grow. Organizations can measure the performance by productivity of its human resources by increasing their capabilities and skills. For example, providing training to increase the level of knowledge to advance the mission of the organization, such as leadership, communications, managing relationships with the stakeholders, and the use of technology. This perspective helps improve employee morale, satisfaction, and reduce staff turnover. The financial health of an organization is critical to long-term survival. Typical measures for development organizations include revenue growth, operating income, cash flow, etc. The main focus is on ensuring the organization has the processes and procedures for good stewardship of the funds trusted by donors. A typical organization might seek to increase and diversify its donor base to reduce the dependency on a few donors. But financial measures are not only on generating more income, but to also see an efficient management of donor funds, use of sound accounting practices, financial planning, and control systems. A better objective can be an increase in donor retention, which has a direct relationship with the stakeholder satisfaction. Here's a simple example of a balanced scorecard chart for a non-for-profit organization. Each area has a column with the objectives, the initiatives selected to achieve those objectives, indicators to measure the progress of the objectives, and targets to monitor the achievements of the goals. The balanced scorecard was developed to address the problem that traditional measurements of organization focus on financials, which tend to look backward rather than forward. The balanced scorecard is a strategic management tool that helps in measuring, monitoring, and communicating the strategic goals and plans throughout the organization. Project-based organizations use the balanced scorecard as a central organizing framework to help clarify and gain consensus about the strategy, align resources to strategic initiatives, and ensure that the strategy is achieving the intended results.